Hey adventurers, and welcome to another War of Emperium session here in Ragnarok Online GGH. Once again, we are your casters. My name is
And
James.
my name is MG. Let's
And
go. Here we go.
hola! Hola everyone. Hello, hello.
Here we
Good
go,
evening to everyone.
boys.
And yes, hello. Of course, for all of our viewers out there, please like and share our stream. Also, please do follow the Ragnarok Online GGH page and join the ROGGH Discord. Of course, the more of us here, the merrier. And hello to everyone in the chat. If you wanna talk to us about something, if you have questions, if you just do want to talk to us,
Yeah, please.
of course, or if you want to shout out your friends, your guildmates, your significant other, and everything like that, of course, the
Yeah,
chat, feel free to do so. We'll be reading out your comment. Just keep it nice.
keep it nice.
Yes, and
Yes.
James M just said Kai. He's the first one to comment, actually, all the
Yeah.
time.
All of the time, yeah.
He's always the first one, not Michelle.
Michelle
Okay, and the
is
Michelle.
staying on the second
No,
place.
no. Actually,
She's actually
Michelle is
tied.
the third one to comment right now
Really?
because,
Too
yeah,
bad
yeah,
for Michelle.
yeah. Too bad for Michelle. She said, "Hola," and
Oh,
I hope I can win ESGS tickets.
for
Oh,
real?
alright. Oh yeah, and speaking of ESGS tickets, though,
Hmm.
um,
Yes. The
yeah, okay, yeah.
tickets.
Speaking of ESGS tickets, we do have a ESGS ticket giveaway for the Ragnarok online GGH players in the Philippines.
Yes.
hmm And uh, Papa MG said Priv. All
So I
right.
turned into Papa now. What?
Yeah, yeah. We'll go into detail more about that later for
Yeah.
the ESGS ticket giveaway. But how is everyone actually? How is
Yeah.
everyone? Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So right
Because
now,
yeah, it's a Tuesday evening.
Tuesday.
It's a lovely evening tonight.
Yep.
And everyone is actually just doing their own thing. Like Epic's Reborn actually battled it out a little bit with Goose earlier as we are doing our introductions.
Yes, I think
Mm-hmm.
Infinix right now is like really hot for this
Oh.
Tuesday battle, and
Mm-hmm.
right now they've been just trying to bomb the front of the portal. They've been trying
Oh,
to hold
last hammer.
everyone there.
Dominati. Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah. And I think this castle is held by it's
goons.
held by Goons now. So this castle is held by Goons. Earlier it was Pirates, so it just got conquered by Goons.
Yeah.
So let's see if Infinix Reborn will actually battle it out with Goons later on inside the castle. But you can see some members of Last Nightmare just starting to go in,
Oh,
and another guild right here.
is it the gold one? Yeah, the gold one.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that guild, but it's kind of like a different emblem
Like,
of a guild.
what's that?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I need to check that name of the guild.
Okay.
Anyway, I always mention that if you want to shout out your significant other in Ragnarok Online, um, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I know a lot of people who met in RO.
Oh,
I'm not sure I'm not sure, of course, in ROGGH if there are already couples who
do you
met
have like
here.
do you have like
Uh-huh.
a partner before way back?
Oh no, no, let's stay away from those questions. I was
Okay,
talking about
okay.
other people though. I
Oh,
was
okay.
talking about other people, not me.
Sorry, my bad.
All right. But if you do have significant others who you met in Ragnarok Online, share it to us in
Can I
the
share
chat.
or no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
Okay.
course you can.
Like during the
So,
computer shop days, like one of the reasons why you go there and play there, something like
mhm.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, remember this thing? Yeah.
ooh. So you already met that person though.
I mean,
You
before,
already
yeah,
met in person.
way back when I was in high school.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
the reasons why I ordered pancit canton 2 pieces specifically, because of yeah. That.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So if you wanna win MG's heart, just make sure he orders or you order him a
Pancit
pancit
Canton.
canton.
It's a sign.
Right? It's a sign. If he orders pancit or if he orders noodles, yeah,
Noodles.
instant noodles. If he orders instant noodles, he's interested.
That was like
That's a
before,
sign
like
for MG.
when I was really young. So really,
So you're
really.
not
Oh, wait.
anymore. Oh, the age is showing though. Age is showing.
Oops.
You're similar to Kai now.
Oh,
okay.
no, Kai is like older than me. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, speaking of Kai, guys, actually, I do want to mention that, of course, every Thursday there are Toffee Talk sessions
Yeah.
in the ROGGH Discord. So make sure to join in on that as well. And because they do discuss a lot of things there in the Toffee Talk, and not just about in game, but also different things as well.
Yes.
And sometimes they do some pouring island runs there. So if you want to join in on those sessions, of course, just stay active in the Ragnarok Online GGH Discord because there are a lot of things going on.
Yep.
Okay.
And from time to time, if you can check the general chat as well, like you're gonna see a lot of topics there that's been opening up. So it's really fun to see the players having those conversations left and right.
Yes.
So yeah.
All right. But actually, MG right now though, this is kind of quite exciting because Last Nightmare is now up and active for tonight's session. Last session they were
Resting.
kind of resting.
Yeah.
They were off. So right now they actually shown themselves and they have a lot of numbers. So I think that's the reason why Dominari is really keen on defending their own castle right now, Holy Shadow.
Yep.
Because they don't want to make the same mistake that Last Nightmare did before.
Yes. And I think
Alright.
Dominari right now needs to be careful as well. Okay, big land protector there.
Oh,
And
my
charging
goodness.
in one shot delete there coming from Last Nightmare. And right now, Last Nightmare is charging in. Okay, no curse circle there. he
Yeah,
tried to
actually they
curse
don't
circle.
need to use that curse circle because
Yeah.
it was a quick attack coming from Last Nightmare right
Yep.
there. And a good push coming from them, but Goons was just lacking in terms of numbers right there. So I don't think it's going to be a match for Last Nightmare that time around. But Infinix Reborn is going to be up for the battle right here as they are going to try and regroup, of course, in the entrance. Some members of Dominati just barging in the castle right now. But Infinix Reborn, I think, is prepared right now for this battle against a larger size guild like Last Nightmare.
Yes, I think this is Albrecht's guild, right? I think he commented last session that he's repping Infinix. So,
yeah.
okay. So right now, rolling counter at the entrance, heavy pressure here, and most of Infinix have managed to pass through that rolling counter. Okay, an RK is solo here. Quick damage there coming from Infinix Reborn. They managed to take down that RK, but again, they have the flag warp here, and it's kind of a messy fight here.
Oh.
Infinix Reborn is trying to push through on that
Oh my goodness,
area, but
what an arrow
Last
storm.
Nightmare is prepared to defend their castle, and they managed to take out the members of Infinix. Good job, Last Nightmare. Nice.
Actually, if you saw that arrow storm coming from that ranger earlier, though, it wiped out that royal guard from
Yes.
Last Nightmare. I think that royal guard was busy sacrificing other members.
Yes, and like I think Infinix Reborn mentioned as well, like most of their members are kind of new, so they're still catching up on the items. But seeing them here present right now, they're very aggressive at the same time, like very confident as well on charging in. So we saw earlier that we saw a split push coming from few of their members, but yeah, I think Last Nightmare is pretty prepared on those choke points, and they held pretty well.
Yes, and I'm kind of looking forward to what happens to Nonsense this session. Because in the last session, they were so bold into attacking the castle of Dominari in Holy Shadow. Even with their few numbers the last session, and while Dominari was busy attacking a different castle, they
Mm-hmm.
actually just barged in on Holy Shadow
Yeah.
and tried to attack that castle. So it's kind of nice seeing an aggressive kind of play coming from Nonsense.
Yes. I think that's the nonsense that that we want to see for every session, because they've been like very quiet for some sessions, right? And last session they just went in like, you know, deep under the defense of Dominari,
Oh.
and they forced Dominari to port back and forced them to defend their castle. So
You actually go to Holy Shadow right now, though. Last Nightmare members are here outside. So they might be planning to attack this castle. Again, this is one of the reasons why I think Last Nightmare just took a little bit of a break. Because in the previous session before that, Dominari and Arsenal just broke the economy of Sacred Palace.
yes,
The one that they were defending. But right now, Last Nightmare is here. They are regrouping. So we might see a battle between Last Nightmare and Dominari here in Holy Shadow.
yes,
And um, maybe Last Nightmare already saved up their supplies for tonight's session to attack. Or maybe they already, geared up for this attack against Dominari. So
yes.
let's see if Last Nightmare stands a chance against the defense here of Dominati. And again, I said that because it's kind of the way our War of Emperium works, it really favors the defenders because you can do that a portal defense.
Yeah.
So Last Nightmare is going to have a little bit of a hard time in attacking Dominari's castle right here. Again, I think the best strategy for Last Nightmare right now is to regroup at a different spot and just giant flywing, just close and go inside immediately after that, because you don't want to let Dominari know that you are regrouping outside, because that's kind of dangerous. You can see here the numbers that they have. They have a lot of warlocks just casting those meteor storms, just casting that spamming meteor storms
Yes.
and reading spell books here. I can see one warlock there up top, and I believe 1, 2, 3, 4
That's a lot.
four meteor storms are getting casted there on the floor
Five.
aside from the other skills, and they
First
have
player.
that sorcerer as well to provide more DPS. Plus they have two royal guards just spamming that overbrand
Yep.
to make sure that no one passes through. They also have those standby suras at the side, while they have that classical pluck on the floor currently. So it's going to be a hard attack if Last Nightmare decides to push through. Again, they have a lot of royal guards. Look at their marinated riders right now, though,
That's a
MG.
lot. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-ish. Yeah, 5.
Yes. So they
Yeah.
are mainly focused on their defense right now. And the best option for Last Nightmare to push through is so that don't let Dominari know that you are pushing. I think
Yeah.
that's the best way.
Or-
Because you want to catch them by surprise like what Nonsense did.
Yep.
Nonsense got through up to the Emperium room, right?
Yep.
They got through up to the Emperium room, and
Oh,
now
then this is the
Last
push now.
Nightmare. Yeah, because they already aware that Last Nightmare is here. That Runite almost got close there at the right side. Suicidal Destruction landed there at the middle. And before that classical pull-up actually got casted, a Suicidal Destruction landed there beside those that ensemble.
Yes. I think Dominaria right now is really stuck on this one. Like they know which angle. If Last Nightmare is gonna proceed on the right side or right flank of this one, they're very prepared. And if they're gonna go on the north side, they have those ground control players. You have Darno, you have White Ice Tea. They're actually prepared to do the GOH or even the Gelatin Fist immediately on those players. So I think this is a pretty stacked defense coming from Dominari. Though, Last Nightmare can still penetrate this if they can push maybe a Guyak or something, or Badirelok first circle maybe.
I don't think a Guyak can actually survive the
Yeah,
firepower that they are
most
pushing out right now.
likely, yeah.
Again, they have Rangers there on the side. They have those sorcerers. They have the mechanic as a backup. I can see three mechanics right now. I can see three mechanics right now for Dominari. So it's kind of hard to push through this defense. And they have the classical block on the floor. They have multiple meteor storms getting
Meteors,
casted
yeah.
as well, and that overbrand, just making sure to deal that extra DPS when someone pushes through. So I believe it's really hard to survive the firepower of that Dominari is
Oh, they went
pushing
out.
out currently.
Yeah. I think you're correct earlier, James, that if they really want to push this, they want Dominari to be like, I think half of their members outside of the castle, caught them off guard, like no one's defending maybe. Or yeah, I think that's actually the best plan. But right now, I think
Yes.
this is not a good spot to or good time to penetrate the defense of Dominari.
Yes.
They're pretty stacked on this one.
Anyway, MG, back to Fat Grid Castle though.
Okay.
Alright. Fat Grid Castle, I think a lot of members are outside as well. Infinix Reborn is already pushing in. And yeah, they are pretty stacked up here in this castle, and they want to take this battle to the next level. Of course, the last nightmare needs to see things through. They need to warm up a little bit right now.
Yeah.
And if Dominari pushes out to a different castle, if Nonsense is going to do the same thing, the Last Nightmare can take advantage of that as well. But the problem for Last Nightmare is that they take quite a bit of time to regroup.
Yes.
So,
I agree, yeah.
So yeah, the element of surprise is going to be really their best bet if they want to push through a castle. And here, looking at the defense of Nonsense, if you can turn off your effects a little bit right now, you can see that they have that classical pluck just casted there beside that portal. They have the genetic just on standby to use that Mandragora Howling whenever he needs to. And you can see that the positioning of that mechanic, just waiting for the opportunity to strike. They have two genetics rather. I think
Yeah.
one is for Mandragora, one is for casting that demonic fire, and probably that fire expansion,
Yeah, maybe.
just to give that acid demonstration AOE effect.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
And I believe they have around four
Okay.
warlocks
Here we go.
currently. So four warlocks for Nonsense right there, and Last Nightmare is surviving. Actually, the attack Magnetic Earth almost got
Oh.
casted there. And
Look
look
at
at that
that.
Medusa
Yeah.
Stairs getting casted. But I think that Royal Guard has a Mantle of Great Nature. That's
Yes.
why he has a Medusa Stair. And making sure to Stone Curse everyone in that AoE around him.
Yes.
But I don't think that's going to be enough because he couldn't get close to the damage dealers or the DPS of Nonsense right here. Classical Block got recasted on the floor, and they need to use that Lamp Protector or that Magnetic Earth to survive the firepower
Yes.
that Nonsense is pushing through. Because again, 4 Warlocks, and especially if you have a lot of skills aside from Meteor Storm, if they are high level warlocks though, if
Yes.
they are max level high level warlocks, they have a lot of skills already stored. They are fully geared. They are pretty dangerous to
Oh,
deal
yeah.
with.
Yeah. They're gonna hurt a lot of people if they got the chance to free hit. Yeah, I just want to tackle as well the Mado of what do you call this, of Nonsense. He's been providing those support. He's been transitioning to putting the neutral barrier. If he sees that okay, I think I don't need to put enough supportive skill, I'm gonna join the the damage portion of this one. So he's been transitioning from a defensive Amado to an offensive one. So I really like that. He has that recognition that he can actually do the transition from time to time.
Yes. And MG, if you can go outside the castle right now, you can see that Infinix Reborn is also stacking up as well as goons. So this is going to be a castle that everyone is eyeing for right now. That's probably because of nonsense.
Yeah.
Again, nonsense is hot in the eyes of many.
I told you, bro. Like they're actually one of the celebrities or famous guilds right now.
Celebrities.
Yeah, for me, there are celebrities because
Uh-huh.
I keep on seeing their names or their guild in the shout area. Yeah. And yeah, speaking of like guilds, Infinix right now, I think Infinix right now is very confident on their lineup. We've been seeing them going in and out on battles, and right now they're just trying to, you know, fight most out of the guilds right now. It doesn't matter if they're facing Dominari or Last Nightmare or even Goons. They're just gonna go all in to those type of scenarios and want to get the best experience that they can actually to improve their gameplay. But right now, they've been
Yes.
sustaining the fights. It's Bandai!
Okay.
Let's go!
All right. So if you do want to be a celebrity, just make sure you're the topic of the shouts of a lot of people.
Yeah, dude, like they've been the top topics since we started this one. So
Uh-huh.
they're very
So
famous.
if you do, if you want to be called a celebrity like what MG did for nonsense,
that's my call.
just
yeah.
make sure to be the topic of a lot of shouts. Alright.
Though it's a positive as well. Like people can actually see, oh, this guild is very famous. Like it can go, you can join or even, yeah. So it still promotes you.
You can what? All right though. Right now, as you can see, Dominari is just pushing out a few players from their
Dominari,
lineup.
you need to be
So
careful.
no. I think these are only a few members though, and maybe they're a little bit prepared right now for the attack. So what's different here for Dominari is they're not really pushing or they're not really using high numbers for their attack in Fadgrid Castle. And as you can see, if you want to go outside right now, MG, a lot of players. As you went outside, a lot of people just went in.
Dude, let's
the
go.
timing though.
Oh, the Dominari. Some of the Dominaris are going in. Oh, Dominari's
Oh,
joining
okay.
the fight. Okay. Are we gonna
But
see
you
a
need
flag?
to keep Dominari busy though.
Yeah.
You need to keep Dominari busy. And the problem is here for Dominari. If they're not really aware, Nonsense can actually just go out
Dude,
and do the same thing again.
It's time, bro. Nonsense. It's time. If you can hear me, if you're watching this, it's time.
Yeah, and they can give up this castle. We've seen Nonsense do that. They gave up castles. They just give up the castle, then
They just focus on the objective, yeah.
yeah, go for the objectives right now. And again, if you capture Holy Shadow, that the economy of that castle is really high up.
If they can capture Holy Shadow, I think that's gonna be the highlight for this night. So, nonsense. Let's go.
Yeah, but again, Holy Shadow isn't a castle that's easy to break.
Yeah.
Because
they brought it down?
maybe they're already forming outside. I'm gonna check. No.
Oh,
No. Actually, it was oh, what was the stock?
yeah. Everyone reacted.
One
on that
diamond dust though, or one psychic wave coming from that sorcerer just attacked.
Yeah.
Just eliminated a lot of people from Dominari. As Dominari is going to come in and look at their regrouping capabilities right now.
Everyone reacted immediately on that. I think
Oh
all they
my
need
God.
to do is just plant 1 or 2 GX inside, and that's it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Last Nightmare just sent
They
one
have a
Royal
GX,
Guard and
yeah.
one Sorcerer.
Yeah, they have a GX on Last Nightmare, and I believe that they can actually penetrate this. They just need to have like a 1 clean push, messing up with the defense of Dominari. Those 2 GX can actually hide and break the Emperium. GG.
I think Last Nightmare just messed with Dominari right there. They just sent one Royal Guard and one Sorcerer to attack the castle to mess things up. But right now here in Fadgrid though, as you are not here currently, there's a battle going on between Last Nightmare and Infix Reborn. Curse circles landing on both sides, as you can see. Arrow storms as well. Oh no, you cannot see, as you can. Oh no, you can
Okay.
see right now. Okay. Infinix Reborn is going to have a hard time. Two members left for Infinix right there, as Last Nightmare is just going to barge in and attack the remaining members of Last Nightmare, as rather from of Infinix, and Last Nightmare will take the advantage and hold the entrance of Atwood Castle. Again, Nonsense is still the castle holder currently of Atwood. And a while ago, Last Nightmare had a little bit of a hard time into entering that Emperium room.
Yes. And right now, James, I think this is actually a perfect scenario for Last Nightmare. You have Nonsense defending. They can actually play this. Like, really, like, they can actually play this. The defense versus on the defense of Dominari. They can actually beat Dominari out. We saw Dominari earlier charging in with almost full roster on this castle. Right? So, if that happens again, I think... if that happens with a perfect read of Last Nightmare, I think they have a big chance on flipping that castle. So let's see.
Actually, they just need to get one or two characters in. If there is, or if emergency call, however, gets activated in the near future, you just need to use your guild leader. You just need to get across. And when you get across that defense and just use that emergency call, oof, that's going to be a quick, good game all played.
I agree, yeah. But yeah, it has a different mechanic. But right now, I really like how the guilds are playing right now without the equal. It's very strategic, though it's kinda, you know, you need to exert more effort on regrouping, right? But again, that's the beauty of the art of this Warf Imperium. There's a mechanic wherein we can have the equal, but right now I think I'm getting used to it on the no equal meta.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
actually, emergency call makes the players lazy, if I can say.
True, 100%, dude.
Yeah,
I
some
remember,
players aren't really willing to walk.
Dude, I remember one time like I
Oh my
made an
goodness.
equal, like half of my members are AFK.
Uh-huh.
We got wiped really bad.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember
I'm not
that.
sure why they want to walk. Again, you don't even walk in real life. Why can't you walk in game?
Yeah.
No, that's all right. Yeah, actually for emergency call, it's kind of topic that it got a little bit discussed in a previous Tofi Talk session. I think that was a month ago.
What was that?
A lot of players though, I think they favor equal because it changes the game. It changes the way how guilds play. But again, I think emergency call just makes the people lazy, or the other guild members lazy.
Yeah.
Because again, if your goal for joining a guild and the guild masters or the guild leaders goal is not similar to yours, or you're not your goal is not similar
not
to the
aligned,
guild
yeah.
leaders, you're not aligned, you're not going to have the same objectives, you're not going to do the same thing.
Yeah,
So emergency, if you're just waiting for that emergency call all the time, you know, it makes things harder for you guys
Yeah,
to actually
natural
push
barrier.
in.
Okay.
But right now, Dragon Swallow Breath will
like
wipe
that. I
out
like
this, the
that pull
back
off.
line. Oh my gosh, of Nonsense. But you can see right here, there are still remaining members of Nonsense. Suicidal Destruction will land coming from the side of Nonsense. And now the Mado Gear is out, as we only see one genetic remaining for Last Nightmare right there. And Dominari.
Oh,
Ooh.
dude. I really like the natural barrier, neutral barrier earlier that has been casted. That range damage is not, you know, going into those players. So that's a good call coming from that Mado. So I think they need to fall back and regroup immediately, because again, they're gonna face Dominari right now, and their forces is not enough.
Anyway, we have a comment right here. Said Jaco, Kai is celebrity. I think Kai is everyone's
Yeah.
Lodi Kai.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lodi.
Kai is everyone's Lodi Kai, and
he's famous, guy. Yeah.
yeah, he's famous. He's famous in ROGGH.
I really want to memorize his piece. the time slot. Like, I
Yeah.
really want to memorize that
Mm-hmm.
one day.
And
Someday.
yeah, I think you can you can create your own script as well, MG. Or Kai or Lodi Kai can
Kai.
create a script for you.
Yeah.
Uh
Like
huh. Uh
I'm
huh.
Kai, the host, blah blah blah.
Ah,
Is
okay.
doing it, is pulling it like really good,
Mhm.
bro. So
Okay, so let MG host a Tofi Talk session, Lodi Kai.
how about
All
I
right.
stick with War of Emperium? Or maybe we can ask Kai to, like three of us here, like, guest analyst Kai.
Ah, okay. So there will be a third camera there. Oh,
Yeah.
there at the side.
At the middle,
Oh,
bro. At the middle.
at the middle, at the middle. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay, I think that's okay as long as
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. That's
there
gonna be
is no
interesting.
accidental camera pop-ups. I think that's fine.
Like no accidental screams,
No,
bro. The
no, yeah,
scream,
no,
the
no
scream.
accidental screams and no accidental camera pop-ups. I
Pop-up
think that's
cameras.
fine though.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, Dominati. There are still remaining members of Dominati right here, and the castle is being broken right now by that guillotine cross of Dominati.
Yeah. Okay, so I think most of they need to scout this, man.
Uh huh.
Okay, so we still have like two players from or one player, I think. GX maybe. Okay. Oh, dude.
Oh, what?
Wait, what? Okay, last
Okay,
night we're
so
supposed to,
new mechanic. Oh, okay, maybe Dominari backed out, or maybe they are switching to a different castle right now. Anyway, a question here from Gabriel. MG Gunslinger in War of Imperium already?
Dude,
No.
they won't
MG
allow
will
me, man. They
reroll.
don't allow me to play my gunslinger. They're scared.
What if they're
They're
scared?
scared that I can break the Imperium
Really
in
now, really
minutes.
now,
In
really
minutes.
now. In minutes,
Yeah.
I think it will take more than an hour for you to break an Imperium.
Break is a break. Break is a break.
Uh huh,
Regard-
uh huh.
it's not the
Okay.
journey. It's the destination, bro. What?
What? Okay,
But
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, going back. Infinix Reborn is back on the defensive mode. They're trying to hold this choke point while few players on their side is trying to wipe this. Ooh. Yeah,
And
there's
meanwhile,
one.
though, outside of the castle, though, Last Sniper is already pushing in. I think. They already regrouped earlier in the entrance, so right now they are keen on pushing in.
Ooh.
So I think some of them are already going inside, probably.
Yeah.
As we see bits of Dominati members just roaming around. And again, Dominati is Dominati is going to be in a tight spot if ever Holy Shadow gets conquered. Either by Last Sniper or by Nonsense or by Infix Reborn. Uh, because yeah, Holy Shadow is a castle that both Dominati, Last Nightmare, and
Nonsense.
yeah, both of them have invested already in that castle.
Yes.
So it's going to be quite difficult for
Okay.
them to recoup the damages if ever it gets conquered. But right now, Last Nightmare versus Infinix Reborn, as you can see, that Sura earlier just got close, but just use that Tiger Cannon instead of using that curse circle to disable the members of Last Nightmare who is pushing through. But Mandragora Howling got casted by Last Nightmare, and as you can see, no more members from Infinix Reborn are left here. Same goes for Nonsense. Oh no, we have one more Sura. We have one more Sura at the side who just fell asleep. But
Badarelok.
he's trying to survive the battle, and that's Live Black. Or I think that's is that Old Break? Or right?
Over Gamma. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he said that he's the Sura, right? Earlier.
Okay, so we have Dominari here. One. Ooh. Oh, we have two. Oh, curse circle.
Yeah. Yeah, MG. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the journey and not the destination. Yeah, yeah. It's the journey, man.
Yeah,
It's not the
Misha.
destination. The destination is just your reward, alright? It's kind
Nah,
of
I'm
just
just
like your
joking.
reward. Your journey is your
Yep.
experience, your that's how you become better.
Gabriel,
Again,
wait and see.
MG just
Wait and
wants
see.
to be in the moment.
Oh yeah, oh guys, by the
That's why
way.
the destination is important to him,
The,
not the journey.
yeah. You should watch me on ESGS. Alright? I think they should. Do we
Yeah.
have a team
What?
name? Do we have a team name or something on ESGS?
I don't know. You're speaking in circles. You're not even finishing your sentences.
No, I'm just sorry. It's actually I'm just pretty excited on the events right now. At the same time on the leveling as well. There's actually a lot of things happening right now in GGH, so
Uh huh.
I'm just pretty excited for everything. Sorry.
Yes. All right. And hopefully in ESGS we'll hear some perfectly timed screams as well. All right. Anyway. Anyway.
Guys,
Yeah, I think we'll also be seeing some cosplayers. Hopefully, we will be seeing some Ragnarok Online GGH cosplayers there as well because I remember last conquest the cosplayers there we had like four Kafras,
yeah.
our own four Kafras and four or five character
Yeah.
four character
Four
classes
characters.
four character classes, yeah. All right. Anyway, right now the Infix Reborn has a lot more numbers right now though.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot more numbers right now compared to how they were earlier.
Yes. I think they have a
So,
full regroup now compared to earlier.
ooh, you're gonna
Oh.
cosplay? You're gonna cosplay, Michelle? What are you gonna cosplay though? You know, speaking of cosplay, MG, what's one character or monster in RO
Like
that you wanna
monster.
cosplay? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the dream cosplay, like definitely it's gonna be Sura. But right now, on
Oh.
my right now, I can actually go for Royal Guard or RK. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I think that will be nice though.
yeah.
I think that will be nice. And yeah, we speaking of cosplay, we are pushing one person to actually do an injustice cosplay.
Oh, dude, Kai commented.
Let's finish the topic though. We're pushing
Ay.
one person to do an injustice cosplay,
Oh, the injustice.
and I
That's gonna be
believe
tough,
and I
bro.
believe
That's
he will
gonna be
get
tough.
kicked out of
That's gonna be
the
tough,
venue.
bro. Like,
But there's one monster I wanna cosplay though, MG. You know what?
what's that?
That's Giant Whisper.
Oh, dude, we can actually do that. Right?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
if there's an
Yeah.
event again, like last time, somebody
Giant Whisper
won
cosplay.
a,
Oh my goodness.
like somebody won a Razer gadget when she cosplayed Kafra. Remember that? Then maybe we can in this case, what's that? Whisper.
Giant Whisper. Yeah, we're cosplaying as a ghost ring. Wait.
Oh no, one ghost ring. Then we can ask a few players to just
One
be the-
Whisper?
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Ooh, that's going to be nice.
Low
We just
budget
need a white
cosplay.
cloth. White cloth, some googly eyes, I think. As well.
Or just shades, bro. That's gonna be perfect.
Wait, what?
The shades.
But shades?
White, then shades, yeah.
Uh,
It's gonna
yeah, we could probably
That's a low budget cosplay.
low budget cosplay, but we're portraying the character well. All right, we're portraying that monster well. Anyway, can we have costume next War of Imperium? I think that was also a topic back in Toki Talk. And again, the reason for costumes, as I'm aware of, the reason for why costumes aren't allowed in War of Imperium, because some other costumes have effects. Some other costumes kind of like increase the loading times of War of Imperium. So
The process,
yeah, multiple characters with a lot of costumes with those high-end
Shinies.
costumes will add more effects and
Shinies.
um, more strain to your client.
Yes.
All right. Can you? Yeah, James and MG, can you show a sample of your esports pose? The standard esports pose.
Dude, I think already said it to Kai.
Yeah, we have a standard esports pose.
Oh, is that? I thought this one.
What? That's not a standard one though.
No, it's like a meme post for for 7v7 or something. Okay, I got Curse Circle. Infinix Reward, in fairness to this guild, like they've been really consistent from the first minute of this fight up to now. And we saw a good amount of numbers on their side as well. So they've been really blocking this entrance for other guilds. So can't wait to see them to fight Last Nightmare, a full lineup of Infinix Reborn versus Last Nightmare. So let's go ahead and see. Maybe they can actually penetrate the defense here. Okay.
Yes, let's see though. As those Rune Knights and characters of Last Nightmare are going down one by one, as Infinix Reborn just quickly pushing in.
Okay.
And you can see that they have Asura scouting ahead
That's
for
actually a good
Infinix.
sign.
They also have Kagero.
Kagero, yeah.
Yeah, they also have a Kagero there. I'm not sure what that
Yes.
Kagero's role would be currently, because again, if you are dishing out more firepower, I think the best bet for you is to use an Oboro. But if you're rich, if you have a lot of Zenny, you can just I forgot the name of that skill. That you can just throw 100,000 Zenny immediately to play. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like the upgraded form of throw Zenny. Let me check the skill.
Yeah. But
I forgot the
yeah.
name of the skill though.
But again, I really like how they move right now. They're putting the Suras in front because right now they know for a fact that the scouting on the side of Sura is very it's actually faster than other classes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
to prevent more risky movements or positioning on their side or to their main ball. So that's actually a good practice coming from Infinix Reborn. Good adjustment.
Yes. Good adjustment come from Infinix, and Last Nightmare is actually nowhere to be found right now. I think they're waiting outside along with goons. Outside, and
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna be a
they're
break
just waiting
first.
for this castle to get broken. As I think Last Nightmare are now
gonna break
pushing
it.
in as did it get broken? Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, they're
goons already pushed in though, and we can see one Dominati member just um roaming around.
yes.
And said Gabriel here, I like how Jane just went when MG said, "Watch me in ESGS."
Yeah, dude.
Okay. So speaking of ESGS, though, guys,
Go.
me and MG are playing in ESGS for the exhibition match. If you want to root for us or if you want to compete with us, I believe we are going
Let's
to get
go.
eliminated in the first round.
No,
So
dude. All the way to the championship.
no. I want us to be underdogs. So if we win, we'll get a.
We're gonna have a hashtag if we lose. Justice for MG and James.
No. So that
Because we lost really bad.
if we lose,
Yeah.
we're expected to lose. I want us to be expected to lose. So that if we win, it's going to be a huge highlight. All right. Anyway, yeah, Kai Injustice cosplay. Yeah, we're waiting for that Lodi Kai Injustice cosplay.
Oh, it's rapid throw.
Podcasters focus with Dominar's numbers, not even one full guild versus before. What do you mean by that, though, Ray? Is it the Dominari not really using the full guild to attack? Or is it because Dominari are using less numbers right now to compete? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if he's pertaining about focus again, I think Dominari has the focus right now because they're actually defending their castle for their economy. So if you're gonna be on the side or the opponent's side of Dominari, definitely you want to reduce the economy for those for your enemies to lengthen the process of their god items, for example. So it's actually practical that to focus Dominari or even give a highlight to Dominari as well because they've been really defending the castle very well. So kudos to Dominari on that one.
Yes, and we have a question here coming from uh Gabriel. What's the difference between Kagero and Oboro's skill tree, and why Oboro better? Well, Oboro has that what do you call that skill again? To the one to increase your damage.
Oh, so it's a buffer, right?
The 16th night. I think that's what's called 16th night.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think Oboro doesn't have Kagero doesn't have that skill. Kagero has instead a different skill that's more focused on um other things. I forgot. I forgot. I don't play Kagero or Oboro. I just learned it from a different one, but I'm not sure the difference, Dor. I just know that Oboro deals more damage based on the research that I did. Oboro deals more damage because of that certain skill. While Kagero doesn't have that one because they have a different skill tree instead. So mostly for magic type users, they use Oboro. For Kagero, they're mainly focused on the attack
Oh.
types. Yeah, for the
Oh, this
attack
is a good
type of
matchup.
skills. Anyway, this is now Dominati who just pushed out with a few members right here. I think two full parties for Dominati.
Yes.
Will try and attack against Last Sniper right here. And
Yes.
Last Sniper is just holding that choke point. We can see that one Royal Guard is not really marinated right
Oh.
now. Um, yeah, and a Masquerade coming from that Shadow Chaser. Again, a, sh- a Shadow Chaser that's so good is really annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
I've been mentioning this every War of Emperium because,
Here we go. Oh!
again, Shadow Chasers are a pain. And Curse Circle, what a beautifully timed Curse Circle. As you can see, Dominari pushed with 3 Suras immediately.
Yeah.
Using that Curse Circle when they landed on certain spots. Again, they didn't land on the same spot. They actually perfectly timed it right to land on different spots. Again,
Yes.
they have 3 Suras. First one, second one, and third one.
That's actually
And
good.
disabling a lot of players there for Last Sniper. Again, that choke point is really something because it's really hard to penetrate a defense from that choke point. But if you don't have the necessary skill set to attack,
That's
alright?
actually really good on the side of Dominari. 3 curse circle landing on different spots. The back lane, mid, and the front line as well. Making their like their RKs and all doing a free hit to the entire Last Nightmare lineup. So that's really nice on the side of Dominari.
Yes. And yeah, rapid throw is the skill there um for Kagero. And what's it called? It's I'm searching for Muchanage. Alright, Muchanage. Yeah, it costs 100,000 Zenny. I think other players are just dishing out a lot of Zenny if they want to use that skill. Okay, if
Yeah.
you have a million Zenny, you can take out 10 players with 100,000 Zenny. It's like you're throwing money at them.
Yeah.
I think that's the job for you. That's a class for you, MG.
Yeah.
You can target
can I
those
keep it?
rangers. You can target those.
They can actually target my character and I can keep the money, you know. So
well, that doesn't happen that way.
okay.
But anyway, from what I've researched here, it's 50,000 to 100,000 damage. It ignores target defense and causes random damage. Yeah, from 50,000 to 100,000 if you use a level 10 rapid throw.
Oh.
So I don't know if there's an updated version of this one, but the cast time is 1 second. The cooldown is 10 seconds. So yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
You guys didn't notice the genetic and
I
dominary?
died, bro. Like
No,
as much as I
yeah.
want to notice it, I died.
Yeah, we'll
Halfway.
try to notice it next
I died,
time.
bro. That's how powerful the Mad of Dominari is. Even me died.
Yeah, we unfortunately we can't catch everything.
I cannot
We all-
survive most of the time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because the highlight for me in that push against Last Nightmare
yeah,
was the three cursed circles that I just saw. I didn't see anything more than that. But
yeah.
the quick push coming from that, and of course the team play that Dominati did earlier, of course can cause wonders for your guild. But unfortunately for that one, we can't really see everything. So we might miss a few things here and there, and we apologize for that. But we are going to do our best.
Yeah, don't be sad, Atoy.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna see a lot of Dominary plays on this one, so don't be sad.
And right now, though, Infinix Reborn is holding that Emperium. Again, the Fadgrid Castle is the castle to be at right now. A lot.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, I think James got hit by. There you
No,
go.
no, 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 no,
Welcome
no.
back, bro.
Yeah,
You
I got
ro-
hit by a storm. I don't know what happened. I got hit
Yeah,
by a storm gust a little bit. I think it was a Discord problem.
yeah.
Anyway, last nightmare outside the entrance is just holding, or rather inside the entrance, or just at the entrance of the castle. They're just holding the entrance of the castle, but again, here, Dominari is already pushing in, while Last Nightmare is just dishing out a lot of damage, and I
Is
died
that
as
on the
well.
entrance?
Yeah, the entrance. I
Okay.
died as well because I was standing so close. Alright. As the numbers of Last Nightmare dwindled by a lot there.
Oh, Earthgrave. So I think Last Nightmare is trying to regroup here, and same goes with Arsenal. And I have I don't have any HP right now.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah, it's like you're one dragon breath splash away
Yeah,
from dying right now.
I don't want to die.
Uh-huh,
Save me.
uh-huh. But anyway, um, who got sad, Michelle? Is it MG? MG sad?
No, no, I think he's referring to the.
Oh, Atoy. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So my bad, my bad. Throwing 100,000 Zenny for damage? How can GS compete with that? You know, MG has ways.
Bro.
MG has that
Bro.
desperately pushing his Desperado.
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 Yeah.
He wants to use a Curse Circle plus Desperado combination.
That's gonna.
I'm not sure it's even gonna hit MG again.
Somebody told me like the what's that process? What's that again? Rolling Cutter is a version. It's like another version of Desperado. So just imagine.
It's like the same thing because you're dealing damage in an area around you.
But I'm not sure if there's a 5x5 skill for Desperado. I'm not sure.
No, I think it's like 3x3.
3x3.
3x3 only.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3x3 sell only for Desperado. And yeah, you're only stuck to level 99, so I don't even think you're going to hit. Even with players fully going below,
What
you're
if?
not even going to hit.
What if I have like 4 Archbishop doing Lex to all players while I'm doing it?
Nah, they're still gonna survive. They're still gonna survive. I don't think your damage can do enough. Your damage can only do so much. Maybe around 300 a hit.
Yeah.
300 again. MG 300 a hit. Not even 1,000.
Yeah. 300 most probably 300 or but less, maybe less than as well. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe my Desperado can do criticals.
What? Anyway, that's why MG is going to have a reroll. But right now, currently, we can see that
Okay.
Last Nightmare and Infinix Reborn are having a bit of a bout right here. As you can see, Last Nightmare just pushing in right now, and they are just tanking the damage that Last Night, or rather, Infinix Reborn is dishing out while retreating inside. And yeah, that Ranger is going to get caught right now. Sura will try and see things through, but MG is moving so cautiously right now
dude.
because of his HP. If you can see MG's HP right now,
Red is that? Oh wait, the red HP.
yeah,
I remember
that's
that
all-
term last night. Is that last night? Yeah. The red
What?
HP session.
What do you mean last night? Nothing happened last night.
No, not last night. Is that last night? Ah, okay. Never
Nothing
mind.
happened last night.
Never
already.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
The red HP. I remember
Maybe.
somebody told me about the red HP.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
Or maybe my gunslinger has a red HP can do more damage.
no. You're not Asura though. You're not Asura. You're not Asura. That's why playing with fire or even
Here
playing
we
with
go.
you can't play a royal guard with red HP as well though, MG.
Yeah, I think
That's
I think he's
dangerous. But
gonna
yeah, Magnetic Earth got casted on the floor right now as
Dominati?
Dominati is just pushing through. Last
Oh.
Nightmare are twinning the numbers right now as you can see that Overbrand causing a little bit of damage to Dominati numbers right there as that mechanic is
Darno
just
is holding it?
surviving the battle as Dominati is just pushing through. We can see a bit of numbers for both of these guilds, but the numbers of Dominati prevail here as they are just attacking. We can see the Mandragora Howling got casted for the side of Dominati, just disabling
The
or
fixed type
just causing that
uncast.
debuff against Last Nightmare. Just that Jeanette using that Crazy Vines, of course, to deal more damage there against Last Nightmare's numbers.
What?
And yeah, the numbers of Last Nightmare just got reduced by a lot as it was a really quick push coming from Dominati.
Yes. I thought,
Desperado is 7 by 7. Okay, 7 by 7.
Oh, 7x7. Okay.
Yeah. But you don't really feel the range of Desperado though,
Let
right?
me make it.
You don't really feel the range of Desperado though. It feels like you're just attacking the monsters beside you or the players beside you.
Yeah, it's really sad. Anyways, that's a good push coming from Dominari, showing that they can actually push any kind of defense right now. So again, Last Nightmare still trying to fight back. They've been trying to respond back on this one, trying to pick off those players who's actually out of position. And while the main ball of Last Nightmare is regrouping, their flankers is just trying to wipe those Dominari. Who's
Yes.
actually inside on the second level of this castle. Oof.
Yep, and a lot of players are really keen on attacking Fadil Castle right now. And there's one guild we haven't seen right now though, MG.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as this castle got taken, they're already out. I don't know where they are.
They're gonna mamba out, and they're gonna take it. Definitely.
I don't know where nonsense is right now.
Dude.
Again, as soon as this castle got taken, as soon as Fadrid Castle got taken, they just went out. Oh, they're in Kremville, I think. Yeah, Kremville Castle.
Oh. Okay. On this scenario right now, I think Arsenal is not anywhere. I think Arsenal is not visible right now. So technically, this is gonna be like full Dominari on defense. No ally or no one will help him. Right? So that's gonna be tough on the side of Dominari. If ever Last Nightmare or Nonsense will try to sneak in and push their castle. So it's gonna be tough.
And right now, the Last Nightmare is just pushing here, as you can see. And this castle is held by Infinix Reborn, while in Kremhild, actually outside we can see goons right there. But the Kremhild castle actually just got occupied by Infinix as well. So I'm not sure if Nonsense is going to go back in here on.
Okay, so
Always numbers with Dominari. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, though. When I say the numbers, because Dominari is surviving the fight. That's why the numbers prevail. It's not necessarily that Dominari has more numbers when they are attacking, but you can see that their numbers are surviving.
Oh.
Yeah, the execution right now.
Wow.
So that's why they are prevailing the battle. Like what you can see right now, right? As Dominari just attacked last Nightmare.
the curse circle there.
You can see that the numbers of Dominari are surviving and they just attack Last Nightmare. See, it's not necessarily that the Dominari has more numbers in attacking. It just means that they are.
They're just good.
It's more. It's more, what do you call this? It's more visible It's more visible that you can see more of them in screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to comment like Shuya there. That curse circle on that stack on Last Nightmare is pretty solid, bro. So that
Yeah.
Shuya managed to connect that curse circle perfectly. So
Yeah.
no one actually can actually react on the side of Last Nightmare during that time. So yeah.
Yeah. And they really know. You know, there's nothing wrong with having more numbers for your guild.
Dude, I mean, it's a if you have more numbers, it's
It's a
actually
plus.
yeah, it's a statement that you
Yeah.
have a good community, basically.
Yeah, you have a good community.
Yeah.
You have more people. You have more,
Yeah.
players. And that's not, there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a
It's
bonus.
actually a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a good one. What's wrong with having more numbers for your guild, though?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Same goes with I think they have same numbers with Last Nightmare right now, right?
yeah. But I think
Almost.
Last Nightmare is lacking a little bit in terms of firepower or in terms of tankiness. Because, again, I think they are mostly focused on dealing more damage instead of tanking the damage that they are, or instead of tanking the damage that others are dishing out.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Let me just check inside.
Okay. So, yeah, a distorted crescent is the skill that's different for Oboros.
Just one
It
skill.
buffs the attack and magic attack. Oh yeah, that's distorted crescent. That's an Oboro.
Specialty.
Yeah, the Oboro specialty. That's different for ninja.
Like, do you buff it to your teammates or just for a solo buff?
That's a solo buff. That's a solo buff.
Okay.
That's why you can favor more damage when you use an Oboro because it really boosts your attack and magic attack.
Oh.
And yeah, for Kagero, I'm not sure what's different for Kagero. Anyway, yeah, enjoy watching Shed Michelle.
Yeah.
Is this nonsense right there? No.
Last Nightmare. I think they want to
Oh, it's
take
Last
a
Nightmare.
revenge versus Dominari right now. This is what I like about the defense of Dominari. They really recognize the area or the spot here. So they're just putting like few players in front. Most of their players are forcing the stack on this 5 or 6 cell choke point. So if they want to advance, they're putting like a land protector, Numa in front, vacuum as well, making sure that every member of on their guild is pretty secured. On the side of Last Nightmare now, they need to scout on the north side because I think this spot is really bad because enemies can actually go at the south side and then at the same time a swarm from the north side coming from Dominari. So they need to be careful. And I think Last Nightmare is pretty aware on what's happening right now. They're just kind of busy right now. And okay, a quick out here coming from Last Nightmare. Okay,
I'm not
there we go.
sure why they did that. They are going to work a different one.
Wait. Let me guess.
Did they go to Holy Shadow? Let me see.
Yeah, I just wanna.
No. They didn't go here. They didn't
this
go
is
here in
empty.
Holy Shadow. Oh yeah, they did. They
Oh,
did.
dude!
They did.
Oh, the sneak!
Oh, so
Dragon's
they just distracted. They just
Oh.
made sure that
Land
Dominari
Protector
is
now?
going to push out a few of their members outside. But I'm not sure where Last Nightmare is going though. They're going to a different spot. But Dominari is always so quick into regrouping, as you can see right there.
They broke the
They're already
defense, though.
aware that Last Nightmare is doing something suspicious. That's why I think they already backed out. But some of the Last Nightmare members already pushed through, I think, inside. But yeah, the regroup though of Dominari so quick. They're already suspicious of what Last Nightmare was doing earlier.
It was actually a
So
good
I think,
sneak.
yeah, they actually just used that flag, I think, to go directly inside.
Yeah. That's actually nice. I think they just want to bait Dominari as much as they can right now. And from that bait, I think most of the members of Dominari right now went out. And James went out as well. So let's go ahead and check the
Oh,
inner.
yeah. I froze again.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Yeah, this
I'm not
yeah.
sure what happened.
Okay, so like I mentioned, I think multiple players right now went to scout everything. They've been doing the ruwak, scanning as well,
Hmm.
and yeah, a good response coming from Dominari.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. And sa Jayco right here, you can buff your teammates with distorted. Oh,
so
okay.
maybe that's why that they're putting that.
Yeah, but I'm not, yeah, so maybe that's why they have an Oboro in their lineup. But that's an Oboro exclusive skill. And for Kagero, Kagero doesn't have a distorted crescent, right? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why they maybe they're just throwing Zenny. That
Yeah,
100,000 Zenny Mammonite though. That bait from last Nightmare moving castles, yeah, actually. And I can see that Dominari was already aware of how last Nightmare was acting suspicious earlier. And again, they were already seeing things through. They already saw things through what Last Nightmare is going to do. And unfortunately for Last Sniper, their tankiness didn't actually help with their attack against Dominari earlier.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
almost. That's an almost good push. I'm not. The only thing that I saw there is they went on the right flank immediately instead of snowballing at the north side.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if they can actually snowball on the north side, um, that's gonna be a different story on the side of Last Nightmare. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, Last Nightmare is back on the defense here on on Padgrid, right? So I think they just want to take down Infinix Reborn's defense here.
Yes. All right. Actually, yeah. Let me just get this out. All right. I'm not sure what you are hearing,
Yeah, man.
but we've got nothing more but praises for
They,
Dominari.
I mean, they've been
Uh,
taking the highlights most of the time. Every time that they're
yeah.
pushing, to be
I'm not
fair.
sure what you're seeing or
Yeah.
hearing, and as you can see, we can only mention the numbers because the swarm. It's like a
You
tsunami.
cannot
It's like a
swarm without
tsunami.
numbers. You cannot
Yeah,
swarm
you
without
can't
numbers,
see
dude.
anything more
Yeah.
happening. All right. Aside from they are just passing through their opponents.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
Dominati is really good. Like one of our top guilds right now.
yeah.
So we've been saying this since day one. We've been
Mhm.
complimenting their strats, the regroups, the composition, the meta that they're putting on the table. So I think I know we're just saying what we're seeing right now, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, they're really good.
Yep. All right. And last nightmare right now here in Fadrid, did Infinix Reborn actually? Um,
Yeah, they actually moved out.
yeah, they move out, right? Maybe they're in Kremhill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kagero has some disables or debuffs. If you compare them side by side, Kagero more unsupportive and Obora offense. Oh, okay, that's good information. And yeah, here in Kremhild Castle though, MC, if you want to move here, Opus Day is here inside.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Opus
Oh,
Day
here we go.
is here inside, and we can see that Goons is also pushing through. While Nancy is the castle
Oh,
holder, but
okay.
Opus Day,
Goons.
though, using that Arrow Storm without Ranger, the Soul Ranger on the side. I'm
Gloomy.
not sure how Opus Day got eliminated right there. Maybe because of the skill that or rather Goons pushed out earlier. But you can see that the members of Goons right there. There was one Royal Guard who's just sitting. I'm not sure if he's aware that's already sitting down. Again, if you get hit by certain skills,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, you need to remember that you need to bind your sit somewhere as well,
Ah,
somewhere
yeah.
close.
The
Yeah,
windmill and
because
all.
if you get hit by a windmill, you will sit down.
You need to be attentive technically
Yeah.
on your if it's not on your buff screen and all, but
Mm-hmm.
on your character as well. So
Yeah, and I'm not sure what happened though. That guillotine fist didn't land correctly as Bandai.
Bandai. I like the
Oh
name.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bandai Guild. Okay. Along with Goons, Opus Dei also pushing through. Fame bomb coming from Goons right there. Nonsense. Some of their members are just scouting outside,
Yep.
while I think
I think this
um
is a good matchup.
yeah,
Like
nonsense is just I'm
Guns
not
and
sure what they are doing. Maybe they're defending that
def- yeah,
third portal as
definitely
well.
they're gonna defend this. So right now we have several scouts of nonsense. I think I'm 100% sure that they're gonna defend this because they've been doing this strategy
Mm-hmm.
since day one. They're putting like massive scouts outside that sometimes it actually fired back to their defense. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so nonsense doing their scout and goons trying to contest the entrance or the portal entrance here.
Yes. And yeah, they're just attacking the members who are just outside while they
Yeah,
are regrouping. They're just pushing out using those strangers or using those strangers to just use that arrow storm to deal damage
yeah,
against the members of Opus Dei and the goons outside and some members of Bandai.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so goons right now showing that they can actually hold the portal here. Um, Earlier that's a good matchup. Goons and Opus Dei really want to see that again.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Goons can actually regroup and push nonsense. Maybe. Yeah.
Uh, it will probably work. As I'm scouting around here in Fadwick Castle as well, Last Nightmare is the castle holder, while Infinix Reborn is actually attacking the castle currently.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nemesis Armada managed to capture Gondol. Woof, nice. Pirates again by, Pirates capping Bamboo Grove. Last Nightmare now charging into Last Nightmare, charging in on Goons. And we're seeing massive vanishing point there coming from the RK of Last
Oh,
Nightmare. I
oh,
think
you're getting
Spear right
damaged.
now.
MG,
And I.
MG. Oh, yeah. So, like what you said, you need to be aware of what's happening.
I was really like.
Okay. So, MG is one of those people, one of those players who aren't aware of what's happening. So, if you use a windmill, or if you use a skill that lets MG sit down, I'm pretty sure he won't notice that it's already sitting down.
I was really.
That's one tip. That's one tip.
Yeah.
That's one tip you need to
I'm about to.
use against MG.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
anyways. Sorry again, guys. Okay, so right now, Opus Dei right now is at the entrance with some of the Dominaries and Pirates, including a few members of Last Nightmare here at the entrance, trying to contest that entrance, making that entrance really hot for the
Mhm.
entire guilds. And we're seeing right now, a couple of Opus Dei here. We have the Mad there, and
Mhm.
Clark Spin from Last Nightmare, missing a lot of shots.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, okay, there you go.
Again, you cannot hit that mechanic if you're
Yeah. If you
doing that
have
way.
a neutral
But this is
barrier, guys.
this is going to be different. That's a different build there for as what you saw earlier. That's a different kind of build that you don't see that often here in War of Imperium. But again, that Warg build can lock up a soul member
Soul member.
of your opponent or of of the opposing guild.
Oh.
Yeah, because again, if you have a gold ranger warg build, you can cause a lot more damage than an arrow storm build. But again, it's not really AOE, and white wing sets prevail, of course, for that arrow storm damage.
Yeah.
But in terms of PVM and those sort of things, you can't really dish out that burst damage that you need sometimes because it's more on the DPS. But if you have a really good build, if you have a lot of good items, maybe those cards that
That's
penetrate through
that
the
match.
defense
Yeah.
of of your opponents, I think that will be good. I think
Yes.
that will be a good build. Mhm.
That's actually correct. And yeah, but again, what I really like about the meta right now, like everyone is trying to do their own builds on War of Imperium. We're seeing massive variations of Suras. They have a different roles. The Rangers as well, and same goes with the RKs as well. We have an Ignition Bowling Bash build as well from Arsenal. We saw that, yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Okay. Wow.
And Goons
They're rolling
just
better.
right now just regrouping currently, of course. But Nonsense is just scouting at the different spot, just outside or just what they call this behind that wall here in Cranfield Castle.
Yeah.
But Last Nightmare now deciding to push in on Kremhild Castle right now.
Okay. So I think Last Nightmare is trying to set up their team here. Let me just go and check out the outside, James. Maybe we're expecting.
Ooh,
Okay, Opus Dei.
Opus Dei, Last Nightmare, and Goons probably are going to attack the castle here of Nonsense. And again, Nonsense has a pretty good defense setup there at the maybe at the third portal, I think. Let me double check. MG?
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna check it. But
Yeah,
let me
no, just
let me check it. Let me check it.
no. I'm going to check it though, MG, while you are focusing on the
Ah, yeah.
battle. But
Sorry.
I thought you were going to say something though.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, going back to Last Nightmare. Okay, so they're pushing right now, and maybe they just really want to contest the defense of Nonsense. And Nonsense, speaking of defense of Nonsense, they've been really improved their defense. The classical block on place is really on spot as well. The damage is there. It's just sometimes the ground control is kind of messy sometimes, but most of their defense is very successful. And right now, Last Nightmare is trying to penetrate in. One player on Last Nightmare side managed to check the defense of Nonsense, but I think they're just gonna regroup and wait for a bit on this one.
Yes, and I think the problem here for Last Nightmare is that they don't have a really tanky roster. Again, they get eliminated by Meteor Storms by the damages
Yes.
that other guilds are dishing out. Because their characters are not really that tanky enough to survive the firepower that the other guilds are dishing out. So they need to maybe change their roster a little bit, or they need to gear up a lot more. Probably
Yeah.
because again, it's really hard to survive if you are going to attack a portal defense such as the defense of Dominari in Holy Shadow, and here and then for Nonsense in Kremhild. And earlier though in Phoenix Reborn, again, Fadrid Castle is a castle that you can. It's a really tight castle that you can push out or push
Yes.
through to that classical block easily,
Good
because
call.
you can only have limited defense right there. But Last Nightmare trying to survive classical
Diamond
block
Dust.
got removed right in there, and that Diamond Dust though, as Last Nightmare is just trying to survive here, the firepower
Yeah.
of Nonsense again, like what I said earlier, they're having a hard time surviving
And
the
same
firepower that the
goes
other
with me.
guilds are dishing out.
Yes.
That's probably why they're having a hard time into pushing Dominari's castle as well.
Yep.
Because they need to gear up a little bit more, as Infinix Reborn will take the opportunity to strike
There we
right
go.
now, as Nonsense will have a bit of a struggle right here, as Infinix Reborn just barely pushing through with
Dragon's
the
Breath.
numbers that they have right now.
Oh.
3 members left, 2 members left for Infinix Reborn, while Nonsense is just using that precast, just casting there at the portal, while they have members just
Oh!
waiting outside. But oh my goodness, that sorcerer though,
Wow.
that sorcerer from Dominari just wiping out the whole stack there of Nonsense.
Yeah. It's actually good that Nonsense has that neutral barrier on their side, so most of the skills of the long range skills are not connecting to the back lane. But again, it's a different story if a sorcerer managed to cast that the psychic wave on your stack. So that actually wiped the entire stack of Nonsense. That's actually a good recognition from that sorcerer that they that he noticed that it's an open cast for a magic type of a skill versus on the long range type of skill. So yeah, good job there.
Yeah, because you need to choose. You need to choose between a magnetic earth or dishing out AoE magic skills. So if your damage is mostly focused on
Long range physical.
long range physical,
Yeah.
of course you need to favor that Numa, those barriers.
Yes.
If you are, if the damage of your opponent is mainly focused on the AOE, magical damage, or not necessarily AOE, but if they have more warlocks, if they have more AOE or magic firepower, you need
Yeah.
to focus on casting that magnetic earth instead.
Yes.
So you need to know the composition of your opponents. It's one of the things that you need to be aware of, especially in War of Emperium. But Suicidal Destruction, I
Oh.
think, just landed on some members of Last Sniper right there. And I think some of their members got eliminated by that Suicidal Destruction. But Last Sniper just going to quickly push in. Mandragora Howling got casted. But I think that casted a little bit too early for that genetic of nonsense, as that Warger that warg build of that ranger of nonsense just try to survive the battle. But again, it's a hit or miss for a warg build if
Yes.
you're going to use it in War of Emperium. If you're locking up maybe on squishy members or squishy
Yes.
players, I think that's okay. But if you're just locking up on Royal Guards, you can lock them in place, I think, especially if you have a max attack speed warg build ranger. But again, you will get eliminated by a Diamond Dust,
Diamond Dust.
a Psychic Wave, an Arrow Storm from your opponent. So it's a hit or miss,
True.
actually.
I agree. Again, it's very unfortunate on the side of nonsense that they got hit by that Diamond Dust. They had a perfect defense earlier. I think guilds are having a hard time on penetrating their stack. It's just there's a bit of miscommunication, I think, on the defense execution on the side of nonsense. But again, still, nonsense showed us a really good defense versus the guilds that had had their chance to test their defense. So props still on the side of nonsense.
Yes, and Dominari just going to try and attack the castle here of Last Sniper. I don't know if Last Sniper already has set up a defense here in this castle, because again, Dominari is just going to swarm through. They're just going to swarm through the members right there of their opponents. But Last Sniper has a defense set up right now. Again, Dominari is quite efficient into pushing, because one of the reasons that they are a strong guild is that they have such tanky members as well. Most of the time, they survive the firepower that others are dishing through. I remember one time in Skogul Castle, there was one Dominari Royal Guard wiping out the whole stack of I think that was Nemesis Armada before. Wiping out the whole stack. Just that sole single Royal Guard from Dominari.
Yeah, so I think Dominari is pretty well geared in the same time in terms of their firepower. Okay, so I won't use the word numbers for the meantime. Okay, for their firepower, they're pretty well organized. So they know what skills to throw in. Okay, and right now, Last Nightmare is on the defense.
Oh,
but one
Circle, how? That was quick though.
Yeah, that
I didn't even notice that Sura.
Like,
oh my goodness.
That Sura went in that fast.
But Suicidal Destruction almost killed MG right there. Another Suicidal Destruction. Again, the mechanics though of Dominari. I believe I saw 3 mechanics earlier though when they were defending Holy Shadow Castle. And they used 2 mechanics to push in on Kremhild Castle currently, as they are attacking the castle of Last Nightmare. As you can see, they are just warming in, and I believe they're already inside that Emperium. But Infinix Reborn will try and take that opportunity away from Dominari right there. But I'm not sure if they have enough firepower to deal with the players of Dominati inside. No traps. Oh,
So
there's an ankle
unfortunate.
snare. There's an ankle snare. Okay, so no Dominati members are
Yeah.
inside right now. And yeah, Dominati will prevail here in Kremlin Castle. I'm not sure if Last Nightmare
Those
will
traps
try
are.
again though.
Yeah. So unfortunate. You got ankle snare.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was a skill that you never expect in a third job War of
You
Imperium.
won't expect that somebody will put it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So how unfortunate
And
on that.
I'm not sure where that ranger is. Okay, I'm not sure how he survived. Again, if that ranger dies, or
Yeah.
if a ranger dies while ankle snares are still up, that ankle snare will get removed immediately.
Maybe
So,
maybe
yeah.
that ranger already if by the way, question, if you put the ankle snare and you tip it out, does your trap still remains?
No.
It
They will
be-
get removed.
So maybe that ranger is hiding or something.
Yeah, maybe he's just hiding.
I was really trying to find that ranger earlier.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. And here in Fadgrid Castle, though, in Phoenix Reborn, I think just push through. The castle holder right now is Opus Dei. Yeah, so I think you can go here, MG.
Yep, I'm here.
Meanwhile, Goons is also regrouping here at the entrance of this castle. And while you are doing that, I do want to mention, though, of course, since we only have 29 minutes remaining in our current War for Imperium session, I'm going to go ahead with my promotions. Of course, Tengu Egg is still up and available in the cash shop. You can obtain special items like the Crow Tengu Mask costume or the Little Devil Wings costume. The event or this egg will last until the 27th of October.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Tengu. Let's go.
Tengu Egg. And again, that Violet Halo is not really a bad item. But it will get outshined, outpowered by
You need to put a gesture
fully...
on that, bro. Like,
Yeah,
outshine. Yeah.
you need some magic fingers.
Magic fingers.
Alright, it
Yeah.
will get outshined by Fallen Angel Wing, especially plus
Fallen
9 or plus or high upgraded Fallen Angel Wing with the maxed out enchantments. Yeah, I think that's the best garment that you can use if you're just trying to dish out damage. And aside from that one, of course, Nightmare Clock Tower. This is the latest dungeon, the Nightmare Clock Tower, where you will find MVP Time Holder and many other demon monsters. Our recommended location for leveling up. Of course, this is an option for our high-level players because, yeah, Bifrost is getting too overcrowded. Pouring Island is limited as well. So
Yes.
yeah, actually you need to go in right now, MG. Infix Reborn is already inside.
Let me just remove the banner.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
All right.
Okay, Opus Dei versus Infinix Reborn. Opus Dei. Oh no, yeah, Opus Dei versus Infinix Reborn. Opus Dei right now is actually on the lead on this one in terms of head count. They wiped Infinix Reborn on that one. Whoa.
All right. And Infix Reborn currently, yeah, MG. Are there still members of Infix Reborn inside?
Yes. Oh, they have one. Yeah.
Yeah, and Opus Dei. Opus Dei actually defended their castle really well. But that's probably because of the skills that Opus Dei is dishing out against Infix Reborn. I think if Infix Reborn was a little bit unprepared at that time, Mandragora Howling got casted right there, but I'm not sure who's his target though for Infinix. And for Opus Dei right
think
now,
they're
I
having a
think
hard
they're
time
going to have a hard time into
Yes.
going back in because yeah, the flag warp is just there and Infinix Reborn is already inside or already blocking their path going into that Emperium.
Yes, that's actually a good block coming from Infinix, but still they still have some deadly class on the side of
Mm-hmm.
Opus Dei who's defending right now. They still have um that arcade and RG, especially you have that Shadow Chaser as well, to annoy those players or to delay the players as well. But again, they need to be careful. Opus Dei needs to be careful to not to go out that much. Okay, Mandragora Howling got casted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think they need to fall back on this one.
Yes. And
Okay.
if it's born, just trying to survive here, the firepower that Opus Dei was dishing out. But again, they didn't actually attack Infinix Reborn while they are going in. They are
Yeah.
just going back inside the Emperium. And I think that's a good call for Opus Dei.
Yes.
I think it's a good call because you can defend a lot better if you are defending with your party, with your group, with your guild.
Yes.
And instead of just dishing out damage all by yourself. And you'll have more success in attacking your opponents.
Yep. Okay. So, I think Infinix is trying to regroup. Oh, that's a good. This is actually a good stack to regroup. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. So while they are regrouping right there, though, MG.
Oh,
Yeah. Another one thing that I do want to mention as no later I will mention that
Oh,
later
Curse
on. But
Circle.
Curse Circle, oh my goodness, followed by that Arrow Storm,
Oh, wait,
will wipe
Versiculo.
out a lot of players there by from Opus Dei. And you saw your favorite player
yeah, I saw
again.
Versiculo playing on Infinix.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, maybe that's because Adonis isn't playing right now. Hmm. And Kremlin Castle got captured by pirates.
Wow.
Really? Hmm. Yeah, and Opus Dei, I'm not sure where Nonsense is going to be again. Last Nightmare as well. Pirates just conquered Kremhild. And I'm going back actually to Holy Shadow. Oh, no. Okay. So you need to go to Bamboo Grove Hill though, MG.
Okay.
Bamboo Grove Hill. Nonsense is the castle holder of Bamboo Grove Hill, Last Nightmare, and some members of Dominati are here.
Okay. Let me just check in.
Alright. As you can see right there, yeah, I think the members of Last Nightmare who were just roaming around earlier got eliminated. But at that Arrow Storm, though, didn't deal any damage.
Yes.
Probably because of the barriers that the mechanics have casted on them.
Oh, okay. I think we are having some random fights here.
Some random fights. Just speaking of the members who are just going in, and I believe this is the castle that Nonsense is keen on defending. I think it was Adonis last time
Yes.
who actually pushed in on the castle of Nonsense. This is kind of quite a bit of a hard castle to defend, especially in the spot that Nonsense was trying to defend always in that preempt area. Again, that area is so tight that one curse circle can disable a lot of players. But even though with that classical pull-up beside that portal, you can still just pass through. Again, if you have a vacuum, you can
Yeah.
just pass through as well.
Yes.
But you need to have that manhole. You need to have those specific skills casted on the floor for you to be able to not actually push through immediately against your opponents right there against Nonsense defense. But Nonsense is known for defending that preempt area. Let's see if that's the case right now for Nonsense, because that's usually the spot that they defend.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, as I mentioned earlier though, this is a hard spot to defend because again you can just easily go in. You can just easily go in. I think 4 or 5 cells you can already cast the skill. So what Adonis did here, if I remember correctly, a suicidal destruction plus diamond dust as well, coming from the sorcerer of Adonis, so that they eliminated Nonsense really quickly when they pushed in on Nonsense at that time. Let's see if how other guilds are going to do that, or how other guilds are going to push through against a defense there of nonsense.
Yep.
And I can see that they are using some poisonous smoke. I'm not sure what
Yes.
poison they are using though.
Oh, I think, but if Last Nightmare is trying to push on this one, they need to have at least like 15-ish numbers or more, because the defense of nonsense is a no joke. Like we have seen this defense, and they've been winning the defense versus the attackers. On our previous sessions as well. So they need the more numbers on this one on the side of Last Nightmare. Oof.
Yeah, like what I mentioned before, Last Nightmare lacks some tankiness. They don't fall short when it comes to firepower.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the stability, their survivability in battle, that's where they fall short.
Yes.
Unlike the Dominari players, they have a well-balanced lineup, if I can say. If you're going to compare a Royal Guard of Dominari or versus a Royal Guard of Last Nightmare,
Yep.
a Royal Guard of Dominari will prevail probably because of the build and the items that they have.
Yes. I think item is a huge factor as well on War of Imperium. That's why if you're gonna check like Dominari, they've been really putting a huge effort on their defense versus other guilds who's trying to contest their economy, right? So
Yes.
once I think Dominari can get that item, I think it will boost their offense as well. Like on defensive side or like tanking up the damage, I think there's no question that they can actually tank up the damage. But for firepower, once that they can get that final seal for their guilds or for their guild, yeah, I think they can dish out more damage.
Yes, and you can see Last Sniper just pushing in with that Royal Guard coming in first, and some of their members are following right now. Well, they cannot actually get out of that classical block on the floor currently. And Psychic Wave will go out as that classical block. That ensemble got reduced to bits. Curse Circle will land right now at that Archbishop just trying to survive the battle, while
really
Last
bad.
Nightmare will attack and destroy the defense there of Nonsense. As what you saw earlier though, that gap there at the bottom.
Yeah.
That gap there at the bottom, a good job for Last Nightmare for noticing that gap. That's probably because of that Archbishop of Nonsense
Yes.
casting there at the bottom. That's why they noticed that single cell gap there at the bottom. And they took advantage of that. They used that in their favor. Destroying that, killing that ensemble there in the middle, destroying that classical block. Again, I believe that classical block has some safety walls or numas around them, but they cannot survive firepower or magic damage.
Okay. I just want
So
to.
if ever a sorcerer or a warlock gets to cast against that ensemble, that ensemble will receive high damage.
Yes, true. And I just want to point out, like earlier, they have like a neutral barrier on their stack. So if you're under the neutral barrier, most of the physical range attack will not actually push through on the damage, right? But for some reason, that Mado went in on the clash area and joined the fight. I think the best decision there on the side of Nonsense, they should maintain that neutral barrier on their side. While, I mean, it's pretty obvious that Nonsense...
Suicidal oh my goodness!
That was really bad.
Suicidal destruction followed by that
Yeah.
laughing slash coming from the mechanic of Dominari though.
Yes.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
Yeah, going back, that wasn't really a bad decision from that Mado that he actually joined the fight instead of sustaining the damage coming from Last Nightmare. And it's pretty obvious that most of the damage are coming from the Dragon's Breath, and at the same time, mostly long-range physical. So, yeah. The moment that that neutral barrier went off, that's the time that they absorb most of the damage from Last Nightmare.
Yes, and yeah, while things are just settling down here in Bamboo Grove Hill, I'm going to go ahead with my promos. Okay, so like what I mentioned before or earlier, though, the part-time vending system Players can now set up a part-time store to sell or buy items with the new system. To start the quest, head over to the Merchant Guild in Alberta and enter the bottom room and speak to Masha to start the quest. Fulfill specific requests to get your part-time certificate and start selling.
Yeah, the part-time.
New part-time system if you want to be a part-time vendor, of course. I think do you want to be a part-time vendor in selling your gunslinger items, MG?
Maybe. I think no one will buy it though. Yeah.
Yeah, selling your gunslinger items. Anyway,
Okay,
yeah,
we're back.
Malando costumes.
Okay.
There are 5 new costumes that have been added to the game, and one of them is a limited edition costume mermaid wig. This extremely gorgeous wig will only be available until December 2022. This is what I think the female players really like. The
Yeah.
costume mermaid wig. They really favor this wig. Um, I think it was CM Emmy who really favored this wig
Oh. Okay.
at Kai's Tofi Talk last Thursday. She mentioned that that's one of the things that she's really keen on getting. For
Yes.
for Kai, it's the spider seduction.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what Kai likes in the Malando costumes. And anyway, yeah. Next thing we have is the Pouring Island event is still up. Okay, this is another option for you guys who are trying to level up. I think the level is for 140 and above.
Mm-hmm.
Levels 140 plus. Alright. So Pouring Island can be accessed up to 3 times per day, resets at 4 a.m. daily. First entry is free, while second and third entries require 1 and 2 Pouring Island entry tickets respectively. Pouring Island entry tickets can be bought from the Kafra Cash Shop for 150 Kafra points. Players will be transported out at every sharp hour, so do not enter during then. There's also a roulette show triggered every even hours, and you'll be able to obtain exclusive costumes such as the costume rainbow pouring hat and consumables through this event.
Yes.
So if you already have those costumes, just comment in the chat. I have that costume. I have that costume. Me. Like that. Oh my goodness.
That was really bad.
So okay. Next thing we have is the Ascend, the next level. Costume mermaid. One of the reasons why a lot of players are making new characters, leveling up. I believe there is one player who made all 6 characters for the Ascend, the next level event. Again, this event is you can level new character or characters and change to eligible classes to get rewards when you reach Transcended class base level 80. The event started on October 6th until November 13,
Yes.
2022. So you still have time to level up, and the costumes are pretty neat. For their mechanic, I remember that is this costume cyber cat ear plus
Cyber cat
bubblegum in mouth. All right, so it's a minstrel, wanderer, mechanic, paladin, and
Paladin.
archbishop. Did I?
The blacksmith was the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, mechanic.
Mechanic.
Mechanic as well. All right. Okay.
It's actually good.
Yeah. And MG is going to make a paladin, as you said.
Paladin, yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. So go back to Fadrig Castle, MG. Few members of Dominari are pushing in. Infinix Reborn is the castle holder, and ankle snares are getting placed. Actually. Your favorite skill before.
Yeah.
For again, I said before.
Before. Like you see the ankle snare? Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
The delay.
you're already saying wow in seeing those ankle snares getting
I was
placed.
really
Oh my
amazed.
goodness.
Like it's very rare to have like a ranger right now who's very keen on, delaying the enemies, because most of the time it's people doesn't appreciate those types of efforts or strategies coming from those types of players. So yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
the reason why they aren't getting placed that much is that Rangers are barely surviving in a battle.
Yes, I agree.
All right. So yeah, if you eliminate the ranger that who plays those traps will be gone immediately. But oh my, what happened? I thought they had a classical pull-up on the floor, but
It
it
got
got
removed.
removed. And Dominati just pushing in. I think with just with 4 or 5
Vanishing
members right
point.
now.
Oh, they have a classical block
As
here on the high ground.
so they moved it. They moved it on the high ground. Maybe no. There's no classical block actually. They're trying to recast it, but it's getting removed. Maybe they don't have SP. I know. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
maybe.
I'm not sure. They don't have SP to last or
But
to use that
okay, right
classical
now,
block.
yeah. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
They have the
Oh
classical
yeah. Oh
block.
no. Maybe it's because of that magnetic earth. Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
of that magnetic earth. That's why it's not getting casted over it. Anyway, Dominari with only 5 members just caused trouble against Infinite
Yes.
Reborn right there.
Actually, they have a pretty solid defense there. To be fair, Infinix didn't panic on that one, so
Mhm.
they still maintain their top spot here. No one managed to pass through, so it's pretty solid. You have the Suras right now, like
Mhm.
lurking, making sure that every side or every corners on this Imperium room is pretty covered. So it's really
Mhm.
nice.
Yes, and I'm going to do a bit of scouting at different castles. Oh,
Yep.
Vadrak. Vadrak is actually baking Skogul Castle.
Yeah.
And
I think most of the guilds right now, James, is trying to settle down. We only have like
9 minutes.
9 minutes,
Yeah,
yeah. 8 plus.
9 minutes left. Currently, War of Imperium. Again, Dominari members just trying to push in. I think an Archbishop tried to go in, but again,
There we go.
with
Another
the
push.
tankiness of Dominari though, they're using Royal Guards to actually just push in. But that rolling cutter will
Oh.
deal some heavy physical damage. But using that rolling cutter will cause damage to you as well
Oh, really?
because you're trying to tank the overband, and there's a reflex shield.
Ah, yeah.
So I believe you get hit by reflex shield when you're using rolling cutter, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Wow.
You get by reflect because that's a melee physical damage.
But
I
still,
believe you
that's gonna be
get hit.
that's kind of risky. Kind of risky if you're trying to sustain that.
Hmm. And you're getting hit by overbrand as well, so
Yep.
it goes both ways. It goes both ways for the Royal Guard, but again, Royal Guards are more tanky, so yeah, that's the other thing.
Yes.
Anyway, pushing on with the promos. With the events, the refined certificate wrapper NPC. Okay, you can start trading your refined certificates with your fellow adventurers. To start, head down to Malangdo and find the certificate wrapper NPC. One thing to note: once unwrapped, certificates will become untradeable again. Okay, I did say it in another way. All right.
Yep.
So, do you have any idea how much it costs?
No. Actually.
No. I'm asking our viewers. If you have any idea how much it costs, I never tried.
Yeah,
The
I
Wrap
was actually
Refined
wondering as well.
certificate. I believe they cost some neon vine if I'm not mistaken. I just saw something earlier in Discord that they're using neon vines for something. So if they're using neon vines for Wrap Refined certificates, I think that's a good trade though.
Yes.
Instead of using just collateral for trading your certificates
Collateral.
and letting them refine your item.
Yeah.
That's not really a good option.
Risky.
Anyway, moving on. Um, yeah, Kafra Point event will start on the 20th. It was already announced on Facebook and in Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can get more costumes and consumables and other items when you spend your Kafra points within the event duration. So the Kafra point event is from October 20th to 26th. Alright. Okay, and answer from Kai, Reflect will return the rolling cutter damage. Alright.
Oh. We need to burst points
You,
as
you
well.
you need to preserve. You need to be aware of what's happening.
Having
Like
positioning.
MG, I need to tell you that you need to be aware of what's happening in your
I
surroundings.
know, but that was really quick, like a split second.
No, it took like 5 seconds to take you down. You're getting damaged. Your HP is getting reduced
Yeah,
a single bit
I was
every
I was
time.
like I was like really amazed on what's happening. That's why I forgot my HP. You know, like the guilds right
Mhm.
now is or the happening right now is really nice. Like we have defense, we have solid defense, we have good attacks as well. We have good
Mhm.
attempts on snatching the castles.
Mhm.
And right now in Phoenix Reborn with their numbers right now, it's really insanely good as well. Same goes with Dominari
Mhm.
and Last Nightmare and the other guilds as well. So they're showing a good fight for today's matchup.
Mhm. Well, what surprised me the most was Opus Day actually.
August Day.
They did really good. They did really well against the likes of Infinix,
Yeah.
against some members of Dominari as well earlier. And
Mm-hmm.
they did pretty well, even with their few members for Opus Day.
True.
I believe they only have like a single party.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Opus Day, we are seeing them like improving from one Warfare period to another. The numbers as well, they've been really consistent for the past few Warfare period.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, they're still showing their that determination when it comes to on fights in the same time on objective as well. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we know that having a straight up fight, right? Like a non-stop fight can actually hurt your guild a lot, especially on the supplies side, right? So you need to plan everything properly. You need to save up your supplies as well, right? So
Yes.
I think yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good.
Mm-hmm. And Last Nightmare though, showing their aggressiveness once again, but again, like what I mentioned a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
before, I think they just lack the tankiness. Their members just lack the tankiness or some other gears that they need to survive.
Yeah.
But there's no question about the firepower they're dishing out though. Again, they're a lot better in defense.
Yes. I agree.
They're a lot better in defense because of the firepower they're always dishing out. But when it comes to the offensive, they're lacking. Again, with their tankiness, they need to be a little bit more tanky to survive the battle. For Dominari though, I think there's no question for Dominari.
They're
Their
pretty
members are
balanced.
tanky enough.
Yeah.
Their members are tanky enough. Their members are balanced enough. Same goes for Adonis if they are here though. If they're here, their members are tanky enough.
Yes.
And to survive the firepower that guilds are dishing out.
Yes.
And yeah, it's kind of difficult if you are um trying to gear up a lot of your players, or maybe you can just re-roster. So maybe that's another option for Last Sniper, especially with the new event. Maybe that was the time for
Yeah.
other players to create new characters. Maybe if
Yep.
they have more royal guards, maybe if they have more mechanics, that can be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it depends on the guild. It depends on what their aim is. But again, for the offensive, it's kind of difficult if you are not really that geared and you are taking up so much heavy firepower coming from your opponents.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're getting hit by multiple meteor storms,
Oh, this.
you're getting hit with some psychic wave and diamond dust,
Mm-hmm.
plus some rolling cars and overbrands. If you just go close outside of that classical block, that's
Yeah.
that's goodbye.
Yes.
You need.
I
Mhm.
mean, one of the factors that they need to consider, especially for the guilds or startup guilds, is the gears as well. Because again, we're talking about
Oh.
like veteran guilds as well.
Uh-huh.
That's playing War of Imperium, so they need to check the supplies and the same time the gears. So they need to
Mhm.
coordinate or they need to help each other to to improve their gears as well.
Yeah. Actually, Felix Reborn, they're really powerful right now, though. This is also a guild that surprised me currently in
Yeah.
this War of Imperium session. And info right here said Albrecht, 100 plus 100, very, very strong, is one of the core members of Infinix Reborn.
Seriously?
Oh, okay. Albrecht, you're from Infinix, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
All right. But
our
anyway, though,
guild
MG.
happy right now. Okay.
But before we forget anything else, since we only have a few minutes left, Ragnarok Asia Masters 2022.
Oh,
GGH and GGL presents a Ragnarok Online Guild Exhibition Tournament. Ragnarok Asia Masters, previously known as GVG Tournament or Guild vs. Guild Tournament, is a battle between two teams of 7 members each. 16 teams from GGH will face 16 teams from GGL.
yes.
And you can stay tuned for more information coming up because it's so close. And yeah, you can go to roam.genjoy.asia for more information about the brackets,
The
the
bracket as
mechanics,
well, yeah.
and everything else. And aside from that, Ragnarok Asia Masters 2022 exhibition match at ESGS Philippines. You can register. No. Actually, registration is done. So the registered teams, just make sure to check everything else, your emails or whatever you used to register.
Yes.
And yeah, it's going to be closed because you can mark your calendars from 28 to 30 if you're one of the chosen teams to participate in our
Yeah.
on-ground exhibition match. And of course, your favorite one, the buff that we all need, MG.
Yeah, of course. Let's not forget about the Razor buff for this October. Okay, so from October 1 to 31st, yeah, okay, recharge your GNjoy account via Razor Gold wallet and get in-game items such as Gothic Pumpkin Head costume or Ghost Bat costume for free. For October promotion, you can get the following, guys. For tier 1, that's gonna be 5,000 KP. With Razor Gold wallet, you can score a Gothic Pumpkin Head costume. And for tier 2, that is 30,000 KP. With Razor Gold wallet, you can score a Ghost Bat costume. So for more information about this, you can check our pinned comment or our Discord and our website.
Yes, alright. And again, Ragnarok Asia Masters, one of the things that a lot of people are really keen on seeing. This is one of the events that this is GGH versus GGL.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. If
And
you're one of the GGH, if you're of course you're rooting for GGH guilds, GGH,
Yeah.
they're going to go up against GGL. Come on, guys.
Yes.
Is this hype enough?
And I think the team as well is preparing a lot of things for our viewers as well because definitely we're gonna stream that, right? So make sure guys to stay tuned on our stream for the 7v7 or for the Asia Masters 2022 because that's gonna be a big clash for GGH and GGL.
Yes, and for all the qualified guilds who are participating in our Ragnarok Asia Masters 2022 for GGH, of course, whew, good luck. And yeah, it's close.
Actually, I'm nervous on
close.
the exhibition match, James. To be honest.
All right, and yeah, the exhibition match on ESGS, guys. If you're going to ESGS, I think Michelle is coming. All right,
Yeah.
so you can watch us there.
Yeah.
You can take a no. I don't think taking a picture with MG is a good option, but
Yeah.
uh.
Don't. Hey, I'm actually preparing for what Kai mentioned. Like, oh, did Kai mention that the esports post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai
James
Kai
has
Injustice cosplay.
Okay. Yeah, James guys has a lot of esports posts, so it has a folder of pictures. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's because when the camera was up, there were no
Just
accidental camera.
It's really
on,
nice though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I
Anyway,
have that.
yeah, in the future. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight's War of Imperium session. Again, reminders: War of Imperiums every Saturday and Tuesday, 9 to 11 p.m. GMT plus 8. It's now currently 11:03 p.m. and
Yes.
yeah, shout outs to everyone in the chat. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful evening as you are going to. Some of you guys are going to grind. Some of you guys are probably going to sleep right now. MG, any more comments?
Yeah, so just check out the website for the Asia Masters because the brackets are there. And the same time, watch out for our stream for the 7v7 because we actually have something for you guys, for the viewers definitely. So make sure to catch
Alright.
us. Yeah.
Alright. With that said, once again, we are casters. My name is James.
And my name is MG.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.